Hey everybody, my name is ShiningMoon and this is Eve Echoes. In today's video, we're going to be discussing mining. Not planetary mining, but mining of asteroid belts. Now you may be wondering, this is a PvP game and a PvE game. Why do I need to mine? Well, I'm glad you asked. A lot of people in my corporation have asked me the same question. And the answer is you need materials. What type of materials? All materials. Because you can't produce anything in the industrial tree. You can't produce ships or rigs or modules or weapons without mining. So if you want to focus on that side, producing stuff to sell on the market, or you want to help out your corporation by being a miner and getting that material in so that your producers can produce the stuff that you need, well, this video is going to be for you because I'm going to dive deep into the skills that you need to focus on, what type of ship that you should go for, or what to look for when deciding what particular ship you want, what type of fittings, and what type of rigs you may need. I'm also going to go through what type of ore that you need to go for, depending on what you want to accomplish. All of that and more in this awesome addition to my beginner tutorial. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to look at the skills first. For those who don't know how to get to your skills, just navigate to the top left, click your little character, and click skills. It's that easy. If you still need help, I produced a video talking about that specific one. So you can just go over there and take a look at that. All right, so let's look at the industrial technology because that is where your production and your mining skills lie. Let's just click on that and take a look. You can see right here that the first tab is going to be production. Now this is going to take care of everything that you want to produce. These are the skills that you want to focus on to make yourself a more efficient producer. Ideally, if you're going after like frigates, focus on that manufacturing. If you're going after destroyer, if you're going after cruiser, if you're going after industrial ships, modules, whatever it may be, it's going to be in this first tab of your industrial technology. And just to show you some more information in case you're not aware, if you click on like the cruiser manufacturing, and then you can take a look at here that the current tech level 5 required, skill effects level 4, this is what it's going to give you. So you get a plus 24% in manufacturing material efficiency, and then you get plus 15% in the manufacturing time efficiency, meaning, well, that one means it's going to take less time to produce the ship, and it's also going to lower the cost of resources or material that you need to produce the ship. If you click on these three little lines right here, another menu is going to pop up detailing what each tier level or each skill level will give you as a bonus. So that when you're deciding, hey, what should I queue up next? You can make the educational decision on, let's take a look at advanced cruiser, okay? This is going to increase my manufacturing efficiency significantly. So I should focus on it. I should save up my ISK to pay the, 2 mil? Yep, 2.3 mil. ISK it's going to take for you to unlock the advanced cruiser manufacturer. So if that's the route you want to go, then this is the skill set that you want to focus on. Now, if you want to help out your corporation or even yourself, then you want to focus on the mining because it takes a lot of materials to produce a lot of these different structures and ships that you want to produce. So if you click on mining, you can see that it's broken up into two sections. You got mining and strip mining. And I want to give a word of advice from the depths of my heart. Do not go for strip mining yet, okay? Focus on mining. Don't be like me and going for strip mining, because I found out that there's not a ship yet out there on the market that can use strip miner fittings. And so now I got 4 strip miners collecting dust in my inventory, and I can't use them yet because there's not a ship available. So don't be like me. Please, don't be like me. Just focus on mining. Don't be an overshooter, an overachiever, and going after the strip mining to be more efficient because there's not a ship yet. All right. So if you click on mining again, you can see what they apply to. You can see what yields it gives you. So I have my mining maxed out. I'm about to buy the advanced mining. However, I'm holding out to buy an upgraded mining ship to help improve my output or my yield from when I go out to mine. The last thing you want to focus on is going to be the resource processing. Now, this is going to be key when it comes to helping out your corporation, reprocessing those materials so that it can be usable in the production side of the industrial technology side of this game. Currently, I am focusing on rare ore reprocessing. And the reason being is there's a particular material that you may not know called crocite, and it's down here in the bottom of the screen. It's yellow. It can only be found in a null sector from negative 0.1 to negative, I think there's maybe a negative 1.0. I haven't ventured that far out, but I've been to like a negative 0.9. But for this one, it produces the highest output of titanium that I've seen out of the other ores that you can use, which is crucial for a particular ship that I want to produce called the Caracal Navy issue. Okay, it takes 2 million titanium material to produce the Caracal ship. That's a lot of titanium. So we've been focusing a lot on crocite and mining that, at least our corporation has. And so to help with that, I'm focusing on the reprocessing side so that once we get all that crocite in, I can reprocess it with a higher efficiency and produce more of that titanium that we desperately need. And that's how our corporation works. But that's the reason why I'm focusing on the ore reprocessing. All three of these work interwebly together. Now, if you get part of an awesome corporation, then more power to you. How we have it structured up is we have certain players are focusing on the production, so they're maxing out all of the production skills, while other players who favor more of a mining type, farming type gameplay with a little bit PvP, who are going to go out and be our miners. Now, that's not all players. It's mainly like players that have to sit at work and have their phone to the side where they can kind of briefly like monitor them not getting shot down yet, and then go back to work, and they can just look back and forth to help mine that material that we need for our corporation. But that's how we kind of have things structured right now in our corporation. Skills aside, that is what I have going on, and hopefully that gives you an idea of where to go and what to look for when you're going to start on your industrial technology. Now, I suggest talk to your corporation and see what area they need help with, and then focus on that area. Once it's filled, then you can branch off onto the other types of industrial technology to make you a stronger player. But always focus on one thing at a time. Don't be like me trying to do 1,000 different things, because I got weapons going and then I got mining going. And so I'm kind of split between the two here. Okay. Now let's talk about ships, and then what should we fit ships with. So you can see right here on my screen already as I have a venture ship. This is, oh, looks like I have some metal. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and move that to my item hanger. But I have a venture ship. This is the ship that I'm using currently, but I am saving up for a better ship. I want to get a Venture 3 ship or a Tier 6 ship, as it produces more of a mining yield, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a few moments. So let's go ahead and take a look at the fittings for this ship. Now, for all ventures, usually you're going to go after a MK5 miner, MK6 miner, MK3 miner, depending on the level of your ship. The higher the level, the more yield it will give you, the more optimum range, the better activation time, etc. This is basic information of what fittings you should look for. For mining, there's not really a lot of differences between the MK5 miner and the stripper, miner stripper, which I will show you here because I do have it in my inventory. I had it in this inventory. Ah, there it is. Okay, MK5 strip miner. You can see that the activation time is 180 seconds, but the mining amount is 552 meters cubed. That is a whopping amount of ore that you can mine in such a short period of time versus what I have on my ship. So you can see why I was going towards strip mining until I realized, hey, there's no ship that can power those. Boo. Or not that they can't power them. They only belong on a certain class of ship that we don't have yet on the marketplace, or I would be buying it. For my particular adventure ship, I have, and this is one of the things that you should look for, the warp stability is good in my opinion. Like +2%, or sorry, +2 warp stability is okay. I don't look for warp stability when it comes to my mining ships, and I'll tell you why in a few moments. The +15% miner yield is one of the things that you should look for. You want to see what type of bonus does this ship give me when I'm out mining. In this case, it gives me +15%. And then the second one that you should look for is the ore hold capacity. Because if you could keep your industrial ship out there longer, gathering more ore, or if you can use it to ship more ore from wherever you're located in New Eden to a training center, that would be ideal. Why? Well, if you have more product and you sell it all, that's more profit. It's pretty easy to understand. So those are the things that I look for when it comes to figuring out what type of industrial ship to go for. Does it have a high ore hold capacity as well as the miner yield, since I'm going to be using it for mining? I want to know how much. Now you can also look for other bonuses such as like mining efficiency. Does it reduce the activation time for the miner things that you have on your ship? Things, to look for. The rigs, real quick, sorry. You can see that my mid slot and my low slot doesn't have anything. In my opinion, I don't want to fit a mining ship with all the bells and whistles to protect myself. And that's just me personally. I just want to do the bare minimum. So I got my miners up there at the top. And then for my rigs, I have a miner circulation accelerator prototype, which is going to decrease the activation time by 12%. And then I have a efficiency upgrade that's going to increase the mining amount that I get by 12%. So it effectively reduces the amount of time that I'm out in outer space in null territory to produce the things that I need to mine the things that I need to come back for my corporation. So that's my kind of setup. I want to be as efficient as possible. And then when you're out there in null sectors, when you're like anything from 0.4 below all the way to like -1.0, you can be attacked and hurt and blown up, and that's dangerous. Okay, so you want to be out there as little as possible. You want to get out there, get your ore, and get back home safely. All right, so this is my setup. Now I do, like I mentioned, I want to save up for a better ship. So we go to the market currently where I'm located. We have the Venture 2, which is a Tech 5, which is cool. It still only gives me 2 miners, which I'm okay with. I wish there was a little bit more just to help speed up the process. But it does give me a 25% miner yield. So that's going to increase my ore that I get from the asteroid by 25%, which is, in my opinion, huge. As well as the ore hold capacity is increased by 2,000 meter cubed, which is a lot of material that I can save up, which is cool. So that's ideally like the type of ship that I'm going to go for. As soon as the barge or barouche, or however you say that particular class ship that I need for strip mining comes out, I'm going to go, not stuck with, but I'm going to go for the Venture class of industrial ships for my mining. Okay, so that covers the skills that you should go for. That covers the ship fittings and rigs that you should look for. It's really simple with mining because there's only like 2 choices. It just increase the level you have for your miners as you grow in your tech level. So now that I'm tech level 6, I'm going to go out there looking for MK6 miners to help improve my efficiency when it comes to mining. Now, let's talk real quick about, hey, what material do I need, or how do I look? Oh, sorry, what do I determine for what material do I need? Is that proper English? I don't know. Basically, if you don't have a corporation telling you what they need mined, then you should be able to determine on your own what you need to go out there and mine for. So particularly, the first place to look is if you have a blueprint. And this is what you need to actually manufacture anything, is a blueprint. So I have a Caracal Navy issue blueprint. If I scroll down here, it tells me the planetary yield requirements that I need. So I need all of these materials, as well as the ore requirements that I need. And right here, you can see that I need 2 million titanium. So this goes back to why I want to be able to reprocess the crocite more efficiently, because I need 2 million titanium, which is a lot. But that's what I need to produce this ship. So if you're trying to determine what do I need to mine for, then start here at a blueprint that you want to produce, or that your corporation wants to produce. If we navigate down here to my corporation's second hangar, you can see that right down here we have multiple blueprints. So we have like a /2 blueprint that has the materials listed here of what we need. And that can give you an idea. If you see that if your corporation needs some type of material, go out there and mine it for them so that you can be a team player for your corporation. Now you may be wondering, well, where do I find these type of rare ores so that I can mine them like the crocite? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you click on it, click and hold, the information tab is going to pop up. If you scroll down to the bottom, it will tell you what systems they're available in. So for crocite, it's available in -0.2 to -1.0 security status solar systems. So that's where you will go to find this crocite. Now going back real quick, before I end this video, I did mention that there's a reason why I don't focus on like defense, shields, things like that for my particular ship. And that is because I don't mine AFK. And I don't suggest you fly or like mine AFK unless you're like so far away, like 20 plus jumps away from any population, and no one remotely is going to come near you and you can like, mine and go AFK. You're going to run into someone eventually that's going to come and try to blow you up. And so I don't focus on it because when I'm mining, let me undock real quick and I'll show you. Got some eerie music going on there. All right, here we go. So let's say I'm out mining. Real quick, I want to make sure. Looks like it's all my corporation out here except for one dude, so that's fine. So I'm going to go over here to a mining facility or mining asteroid belt. I'll warp out there real quick. Let me zoom. Try to fix my zoom.
Warp drive active.
Now, let's say I'm mining not in my particular system. I'm mining in a -1 or -9. And I notice right here, let's say if I was mining and I notice a ship warps in. Now, this guy is part of my corporation, so I'm not worried about him. For those of you who don't know, the green means that you're in your corporation. What I typically do before I start mining is I go to my corporation here. I click on the autopilot so that I have that auto jump right here. Okay, so that auto warp. So that if someone ports in or warps in to try to take out the mining, I just click that button and my autopilot immediately gets engaged. And by the time they can fire off a warp destabilizer to prevent you from warping, I'm already gone. Because there's that cooldown. Now this is current where not everybody has skills to decrease their warp time when they end out of their warp. Not everybody has that like down to like where it's quicker to where they can get that particular weapon fired off and stop you from warping. But in most cases that I've done it, I've been able to get away from anybody who warps in at the last minute. I click that autopilot back home, and my ship automatically leaves and goes back home. And that's why I don't focus on that type of technology for the ship. Also, if I do get blown up, I don't lose anything besides 2 MK5 miners. And I'll repair the ship, which I have plenty of VISC for, and I already have MK5 miners waiting for me within our corporation that we can use in case I do get blown up, or in case one of our other players get blown up. So it's a win-win. But that's how I mine, and I always go out to where the population is like 1 or 2. Granted, it's like 6 or 7 different jumps. 6 or 7 jumps away from home base, but that's okay. In my opinion, it's worth not being shot down, or the risk of being shot down. So yeah, that's going to go ahead and conclude this video. I really hope that it was informative for all of you. If you have any questions about mining, where to get started, feel free to leave me a comment in the section below, in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer them, as well as don't forget to subscribe if you want to get more up-to-date content, and follow the beginner tutorial series if you're just getting started within this game. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.